Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Putri Nubalkis binti Nur Hazlan. My ID number is PMF20070051. In this presentation, I will be explain about treasury on setup bank between conventional and Islamic bank, and also benefit that people can get when they apply home financing in maybank Islamic.
My name is Shakir Hamzah from DPFOC. My ID number is BMF20070016. Today I will talk about the difference between Maybank Berhad and Islamic Maybank for akad, and also uses of fund for scope of financing.
My name is Nur Aisyah binti Argani. My ID number is BMF20070032. Today I will present about banking structure, contract use and document.
So my name is Muhammad Taufik bin Nong Cik Ghazali. ID number BMF2007018. Today I will present to you about comparison between Maybank conventional and Maybank Islamic system, and also fees and charges that have in Maybank conventional.
My name is Wanur Ain Hasanah binti Warazaman, and my ID number is BMF2007 and 049. I am going to present you about documents according to Sharia content, scope of finance and fees and charge.
My name is Muhammad Daniel Fitri bin Marzlan, BMF2007014. I will talk about the accounting setup in a bank, and also the uses of fund, the benefits in Maybank Berhad, and also the account used in Maybank Berhad home financing.
For banking structure, the basic difference between Islamic banking and conventional banking is the structure of how the bank is set up. For a conventional banking, the purpose of setup, they have two. First, collect deposit and give loans. This is the shareholder understanding of what it should be. Two very distinct functions as collect deposit and give loan, and the arrangement is managed by a treasury function which tries to balance the returns to shareholder funds. For Islamic banking, Islamic bank is supposed to be set up is based on the theory of sources and application of funds. There should be a single flow, only single flow between the deposit and the financing or investment use of fund. This means there is no distinct function. It is a single function where the customer deposit or investment pool is used to fund financing, portfolio or deploy into investment instrument, from which returns are derived and recognized. Once the returns are determined, these returns are shared between the bank and the customer. This profit-loss sharing structure demands a different way of managing a bank. Although not all Islamic banks are able to successfully pull this 100%, especially when the banks are still under the percentage of a conventional bank.
Next, we are going to the comparison between Maybank conventional system and Maybank Islamic system. For the Maybank conventional, the conventional bank borrows money at a lower interest from customer and loans them to the borrowers at higher interest rate. The conventional banking system's main financial goal is to maximize shareholder wealth through interest differential. The ability of bank to pull deposits from various sources and lend them to a variety of borrowers creates the banking system's characteristic flow of funds. Banks create value for society by managing the flow of funds. For example, acting as intermediaries between providers and users of funds. Last, interest income is the most important source of income for conventional banks, as opposed to profit sharing, which is the foundation of Islamic banking. For the Maybank Islamic, based on the Malaysian Islamic Banking Act 1983, Islamic banking is a comprehensive and value-based system that aims to respect and enhance the moral and material well-being of individuals and society in general. Conventional banking system was the only available option before the emergence of Islamic banking system in early 1970s. Although Islamic banks do not use interest in their transactions, they do offer similar products and services to conventional banks. All these products and services must abide with the Sharia law. Last, the Islamic bank use the predetermined profit sharing contract for depositors and borrowers instead of the predetermined interest rate used by the conventional bank.
According to Maybank's website, the bank still offers a home financing product called Home Equity I, which is based on Musyarakah Mutanakisah's concept. During interview, a representative from Maybank Islamic stated that the bank discontinued offering Musyarakah Mutanakisah for home financing in early 2014. The information about the products previously offered but now discontinued by Islamic Bank is compiled from a variety of sources, including our interviews, previous literature, news, and the bank's website. To sum up, Maybank Islamic offered Musyarakah Mutanakisah as their home financing product but stopped offering it. This is the list of standard documents used for Islamic home financing product in Maybank Islamic, but they stopped it. This is Musyarakah Mutanakisah. The first one is promise, wa'ad or purchase undertaking. Second one is letter of offer, LO. The next one is Musyarakah Mutanakisah facility agreement. Next, property purchase agreement, PPA. The next one, property ijazah list agreement, and trust deed if applicable, service agency agreement.
Difference between Maybank Berhad and Islamic Maybank for Akad. Normally, client may have question about Islamic Bank's home financing procedure in Malaysia if they have different from their conventional equivalent. In general, a conventional bank provides finance to its customer by issuing a loan that is paid back in installment with interest. Firstly, Islamic banking products include home financing through partnership sharing, hire buy and commodity sale between several parties, allowing the customer to get the needed purchase price for the ideal home. Second, the concept of Musyarakah Mutanakisah, also known as decreasing partnership, is used in Islamic banking to create partnership sharing product. Lastly, in this offering, the bank and the client will jointly acquire a home from the developer of a third party.
Next, the administration of cash flow inside organization is referred as treasury. Consider cash flow in a day-to-day environment to get a sense of what this implies. You are controlling your cash flow when you transfer money from your savings account to your current account. Perhaps you are getting ready to pay a bill. To pay this bill, you must make the funds accessible by transferring them to your current account. Treasury Management Service may benefit organizations in a variety of ways, including improving forecasting, decision making, and cash management by addressing account efficiency, automating account receivable operations, and integrating bank data into internal system. Treasury management may also help protect against fraud by implementing fraud protection software. Banks that provide treasury management service are better able to comprehend each company's particular procedures, cultures, and demands. Financial organizations frequently engage with their clients to identify which banking service would best assist them in achieving their goals. Currently, two major developments in Islamic banking treasury management are ensuring that investments with companies comply with the Halal Index and the necessity to establish a secondary market for treasury, as actual hedging is not permitted under Sharia law. The Sukuk in Malaysia and the Musyarakah Mutanakisah, both of which are presently being debated and evaluated by Sharia experts. There are two new bonds that can be used to meet these requirements.
So, in order to setting up Islamic banking and also conventional banking, we should be able to differentiate between the Islamic banking system of the accounting and also the conventional system of the accounting. So, what is the accounting system used in the conventional bank? The conventional bank is basically use no specific contract, and also they don't use no specific accounting system, but they use the theory of the capitalism idea and also the main theory, which is to maximize the profit and minimize the effort or the equity or the model. So they get the profit by charge the customers interest and also service fee charge. This will implement the relationship which is bank and customers as a creditor and also debtor. Next, how about the Islamic banking system? So, Islamic banking system will use the Sharia principle and also Sharia rulings based on the Maqasid al-Sharia. So, this Sharia rulings or the Sharia law and accounting system is conducted by the Sharia Board of Directors. This Board of Directors will update the accounting system based on the current economic situations, so it will be more flexible to the customer and also all the citizens, especially in Malaysia. So what is their relationship between the customers and also the banks? So based on what I said earlier, conventional bank use as a creditor and debtor, but in Islamic bank they use the buyer and seller concept and also partner concept. So it will be more flexible and much easier for the customer and also the banks to share the risk and also to share the profit. So next is about the benefits of the home loan or the home financing for the Maybank Berhad of the Maybank conventional bank. So basically for the conventional bank, they use the similar systems or the similar flows that apply in other conventional bank, which is they charge interest and also they charge the service fee. Basically, for the Maybank Berhad or specifically for the Maybank home financing for the conventional banks, it will be much easier because compared to the Islamic bank, Maybank Berhad or Maybank conventional has a lot of products that offered to the customers. So this is the first benefit. Customer can apply or can survey the loan or the financing based and suitable for their monthly income or the income per annum. So that is the first. Second, for the conventional bank, if you set up Maybank Berhad or Maybank saving accounts, and when you apply for the home financing or the home loan, it will be linked automatically from your saving accounts. And the saving accounts for the Maybank is actually online banking, so it will be much easier and also convenient because these current economic situations, almost everything is on the line. So these situations or this type of system is much easier for them, so that they can survey or they can look for their loan monthly and they can pay on the spot. Next is about the interest. So the interest charged for the Maybank Berhad is about 3.5% per annum. So it is the lowest or the base interest rate charged for the home financing. But there is a lot more benefit, which is you can apply one of the product that will be covered 100% of your financing products. So with this 100% of the financing product, you don't have to get out your money or cash to pay for the down payment, but the bank will be cover the down payment or all the costs for you, so that you can get a very friendly and also convenient house. That is one of the benefits. Next, the benefits of this home financing Maybank Berhad is actually the tenure. So when you apply for the home financing and when the banks or the conventional bank of Maybank survey your applications. If you get approved, then your tenure is about 35 years to 70 years. So when it will be more longer, so the monthly income, the monthly payment for the Maybank is actually low. That is one of the benefits that you can use on the conventional bank of the Maybank Berhad, so that you can apply the home financing easily.
Benefits that people can get when they apply home financing in Maybank Islamic is they will follow the Sharia principle of murabahah, that is means cost plus profit, where the bank provides financing to the customer via the trade of identified Sharia compliant commodities such as crude palm oil and RBD palm oil. Next, they will give choice of affordable profit rates, either fixed diet or variable profit rates. In Maybank Islamic, there is no compounding of profit and other charges. This will help decrease the burden on society. After that, no lock-in period penalty. This means if you want to cancel your financing before the lock-in period, you can cancel it. Maybank Islamic won't charge you any penalty. Therefore, Maybank Islamic give protection of ceiling rate on the fluctuating of Islamic-based rate throughout 10 years.
Next, we are going to the fees and charges that have in Maybank Conventional. In Maybank Conventional, there are several fees and charges that the customers need to pay when applying home financing, such as stamp duty, legal and disbursement fees, processing fee, monthly maintenance fee, commitment fee, redemption, letter fee, and letter for EPF withdrawal. For the stamp duty, it was actually written on Stamp Duty Act 1949 and revised on 1989, which include letter of offer, principal document and security document, and also standing instruction. Legal and disbursement fees is include solicitor fees for the financing documentation, registration of charge, land search, bankruptcy search, and other else. Processing fees is starting from 50 ringgit to 200 ringgit depending on the loan's amount. Monthly maintenance fees and redemption letter is 5 ringgit and 50 ringgit for first request and 100 ringgit for each subsequent request. Last but not least, 10 ringgit will be charged on letter for EPF withdrawal.
In Maybank Islamic, they offer Sharia compliant home financing based on the commodity murabahah concept. Their fees and charges are non-zero entry fee. The customers are responsible for the legal fees and stamp duties. Secondly, there are no trading or brokerage fees. Commodity trading will not incur any brokerage or trading fees for the customer. The last one is stamp duty reduction of 20% for new Islamic financing.
Scope of financing for Maybank Berhad. Firstly, in home financing Maybank Berhad, a purchase of residential and commercial properties is financed. Second, refinancing a current mortgage with a UK financial institution or another merchant bank. Third, they are complete and off-plan properties. Last, this property is exclusively for investment or buy-to-let purpose.
There are 8 scopes of finance in home financing Maybank Islamic. The first one is financing the purchase of a residential property, whether the units are finished or under construction. Secondly, the customers need to refinance their current mortgage with another financial institution and save money. Thirdly, they remortgaging their free and clear residential properties for extra cash. Fourthly, additional funding for personal investment needs, contingencies, or home improvements. Fifthly, purchase of undeveloped land and construction of bungalows on it. Sixthly, the customers need conversion from traditional to Islamic financing. Seventhly, they should change the terms of their current mortgage to meet their current financial needs. The last one is a minimum property value of 75,000 ringgit Malaysia is required, as is a minimum financing amount of 10,000 ringgit Malaysia.
Next is about the contract used in conventional bank of Maybank for the home financing. Basically, there is no specific contract used in the home financing or home loan for the Maybank Berhad, because it is very common for the conventional bank use the interest rate and also the service charge to the customers. For example, when the customers apply a loan or a product from the conventional bank, they will charge you service fee. That is the first. Second, they will also charge you the interest rate. So that is the second. So these two, it is actually the income for the conventional banks, so that they can use the fund to apply or to use it to the other financial product. And then, as we know, the home financing for the Maybank is about 3.25 base rate per annum. So this interest rate, it is very low, and you also can choose between 35 years to 70 years of the tenure. So when you choose this, or when you choose a longer period, so the monthly payment or the monthly installment, it will become very low. It will based on you. But in the conventional bank, and the staff, they will suggest to you the best product or the best loan that you can apply based on your annual income. So for example, if your annual income is about RM 100,000 per annum, so you also can use, and the Maybank staff can suggest to you which one or which product is suitable for your income, so that you can pay it very easy and also very convenient. So the staff and also the Maybank Berhad systems, it's actually very organized, because all their financing product, all their home loan or the home financing, it will be much easier, especially for the customers, and also it is flexible for the customers to make the choice, because it is a lot of product home financing for the Maybank Berhad.
We will move to the contract use. Syariah contract used in Maybank Islamic is Murabahah. Commodity Murabahah home financing is based on the principle of Murabahah, cost plus profit. Technically, Maybank will provide home financing to customer via trading Syariah compliant commodities such as crude palm oil and RBD palm oiling. You will not be charged brokerage or trading fee for the commodity trading. The bank will manage all this for you. For a document, when customer visit our branch Maybank Islamic, they have to bring along their required document to apply the commodity Murabahah home financing. First is compulsory identity document like always. For resident, identity card. For non-resident is latest valid passport. Second is compulsory property document, copy of individual title deed, property valuation report, copy of sale and purchase. Number 3 is compulsory income evidence. Is a salary slip, and for self-employed, they can bring their latest audited financial statement.
That's all from us. Thank you.
Thank you.